guys, it's Jessie V. Today I'm going to be doing another V-Time. If you don't know what V-Time is, it's basically a time that I sit down and tell you true events of things that have happened in my life. Could be sad, could be funny, could be scary, could be anything. Today I'm actually going to be telling you some embarrassing stories. These stories are from my childhood. Let me just say, I was a shit disturber, okay? I was just, all in all, a very strange child. I mean, I still am kind of strange, but one of my biggest problems was that I used to steal things. And I'm not talking from a store, I'm talking from my own family. When I was, I think, about 7, it was my sister's birthday, and she loved Barbies. So she got this Barbie that she absolutely adored. She took it with her everywhere, just loved it. Now, I was a very creative child, so I thought, what if, while she was sleeping, I snuck into her room, took her Barbie, cut the hair off, and color it blue. What? I thought I was a genius. I was like, when she wakes up, her Barbie is gonna be the most glamorous Barbie she had ever seen. I was thinking I was doing her a favor. I thought she would just absolutely love me the next day. So nighttime came. My sister put her Barbie on her shelf and I was like, it's time to go. It's time to get that Barbie. So I snuck into her room very quietly. I took the Barbie, brought it back to my room, got my little kitty scissors out, cut the hair off to about shoulder length, maybe a little shorter. It was not even. Her hair was like, it was just everywhere. Her hair was everywhere. I took one of my blue permanent markers and I just completely just colored in her blonde hair. And because, you know, I was a 7-year-old, I got some marker on her face. She looked like she went out for a night of partying and her makeup got everywhere and some drunk idiot cut her hair while she was sleeping. It was a mess. This Barbie was the epitome of a mess. So I snuck back into her room thinking, oh, I just created a masterpiece. Put her Barbie back on the shelf and went into my room and slept. I kid you not, I woke up in the morning from, oh my god, my Barbie! My little sister went ballistic, okay? She stomped around the house with her Barbie like, who did this? Who did this? And to this day, I never owned up to it, but I mean, obviously, I'm sure she thought it was me. Like, my mom and dad aren't gonna go into her room and do that. Or would they? Anyways, not learning my lesson, I stole something else from her on her next birthday. What the hell was wrong with me? So on her next birthday, she got a little stuffed Elmo. I'm sorry. So of course, I had this obsession with cutting hair, so I was like, this Elmo needs a haircut. So when she was sleeping, I went in, snuck in her room, saw the little Barbie on the shelf that was destroyed, walked over to her Elmo, took it back to my room, and I got my scissors out, and I cut, like, pretty much all of Elmo's red fur off. Like, he had a buzz cut, basically. And I was like, this Elmo looks so good. This Elmo is amazing. Anyway, so the next day, my sister woke up, had a screaming fit again. Who the heck ruined my Elmo? Who ruined my Elmo? And I denied it. I'm like, I did not do a thing. Your Elmo just must have went and got a haircut. I don't know. But stupid Jess over here left the evidence lying around the room. So when my mom came in the room, she saw all over my carpet the red Elmo fur. I was caught. Something else I stole was actually from my mom, and I still, to this day, do not know why in the world I took it. I stole her detergent. Her laundry detergent. I literally went into the laundry room and I was like, I'm gonna take this and hide it in my room. I had no objective. There was no end goal. I was just a shit disturber. So I took my mom's detergent and hid it under my bed. Just cause, I don't know. And then the next day my mom's trying to do laundry and she's like, who the hell took my detergent? Who the hell would take detergent? No one comes in a house to steal things and leaves with a detergent, so who took my detergent? She was not thinking that her 7-year-old had anything that, like, who? Anyway, I did own up to that one. I did, but it took me about a week. And my angry mother had to go buy more detergent, and just, I don't know, a week later I was like, by the way, I took your detergent. I wasn't just a thief as a child, okay? Don't think of me that way. There was actually a very emotional time for me as a child. I was in grade 3, alright? And I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I want a new lunchbox. I want this lunchbox to be the coolest looking lunchbox out of all the people in my class. I want everyone to look at my lunchbox and be like, I want her lunchbox. So my mom and I went out and we actually bought a pretty expensive lunchbox for me. I was so happy to have this lunchbox. I remember the first day I brought that lunchbox to school. My mom was like, honey, don't you spill anything on that lunchbox. Don't you lose that lunchbox. Do not let anybody borrow that lunchbox. That lunchbox is very expensive. Mommy paid a lot of money for your lunchbox, so please take care of it or no more lunchbox for you. So come lunchtime at school, I go over to my little cubby, okay, where I kept my backpack and my lunchbox. And I go to pick up my lunchbox. And it was soaking wet. And it had this disgusting dark orangey stain all over it. And I was like, who ruined my lunchbox? And I looked to the cubby on my left. And there was this little jug of orange juice dripping out of her bag. Okay? It was dripping out of her bag onto my new lunchbox. It was completely ruined. So I knew this girl. Her name was Nicole. This Nicole better be paying for my other lunchbox. I was like, Nicole, that bitch! So I went right up to the teacher and I'm like, Nicole got orange juice all over my new lunchbox. All over it. And the teacher was like, let me see, don't worry, we can clean this. And I kid you not, I was bawling my eyes out. I was so scared to go home to my mom and tell her that the first day, it wasn't even a full day yet. It was like the first 3 hours of school. It was already ruined. Anyways, I got Nicole in trouble, even though it totally wasn't her fault. Like, it's not her fault that her juice box, like, exploded. But my lunchbox was more important. Anyway, my nice teacher took it into the staff room where they had this little, like, for some reason they had a laundry machine. Then they, like, washed it and everything was good. I went home to my mom. She didn't even know. I mean, there was this faint stain, but she didn't know. It was all good. So I have another story about my evilness as a child. I was such an evil child. There was this girl that I did not like. I just did not like her. I think I was in grade 4 and she always picked on me. She was just the meanest person ever. So I thought to myself, this girl loves chocolate. She loves chocolate. I was like, under my bed at home, I have a Hershey Kiss that has been there for about 7 years underneath my bed. I was gonna give it to her. She was gonna eat this 7-year-old Hershey chocolate that I've had under my bed, under my stinky bed. So I put it, a little bow around it, and I put like 2 so-and-so, and I put it by her locker. I don't know if she ever ate it, but at the end of the day, it was gone. So either she picked it up and ate it or some other poor child did. I don't know. Maybe someone stepped on it. I have no idea. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody, okay? Just maybe give her a little upset stomach for the rest of the day for tormenting me. It's okay. So you know, guys, I am in no way like that anymore. I am in no way like that. Alright. Speaking of mean kids, there was this guy on my bus from like grade 1 to 4 who always bullied me. Whenever I walked on the bus, he'd like put his leg out and trip me. And when there was no other seats on the bus but to sit beside him, he would let me sit down for a second and then push me off. He was the most horrible guy ever, and he was like a grade ahead of me. And I'm not even joking you, his last name was Choker. Choker. Like choke her. Choker. That was his last name. I'm not even making that up. That was his last name. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I was a really anxious and scared child. I just didn't want to be away from my parents. I was so scared to go into grade 1. I was just such a nervous child. Like, I remember on lunch, I always told my teacher that I had to call my mom every single day at lunch. I would refuse to eat my lunch unless this teacher let me talk to my mom on the phone. Like, it was literally like this. Jess, sweetheart, you have to eat your food. You have to eat your food. I am not eating my food until I call my mom. I am not eating the sandwich until I call my mom. Jess, honey, your mom is at work. She can't talk right now. You want to bet? You want to bet? Let me call her. She can talk to me. She can talk to me. If I let you call your mom, will you eat your sandwich? Yes. And that's how it went. Every single day. All of grade 1. I forgot to tell you, before I went to school every day, my mom would kiss my hand, and I would not wash that hand all day because I knew my mom had kissed it. And when I was away from her, I could just be like, my mommy was here. My mommy was here. And like, at at recess, I just didn't want to play with anybody. Like, I didn't want to make friends or anything. So my teacher's classroom was kind of near where the playground was. Like, there was a window and you can see into her classroom, and she would be like marking tests or whatever while we were outside at recess. So I decided every single day at recess to stand right at the window of her classroom. Just right on the wall by the window, staring in at her. Just staring at her. This is how it was. Go play. Go play. So like finally she'd like open the window and she'd be like, Jessica, go make friends. Go make friends. What are you doing, Jess? Go make friends. I don't know. Good news though, come grade 2, I had gotten over all my weird anxiety and I made friends, and I wasn't creepy. I did not call my mom at lunch anymore. I did not get the little kiss on the hand. I mean, everybody has something as a child that they did. I don't know. That was mine. I mean, my mom didn't help very much because in grade 1 she dressed me up as a giant owl for Halloween while everyone else was these cute little princesses. And I walked into class and I was like, I am an owl. I am an owl. It didn't help me fit in very much, but it's okay now. I'm still a weirdo. I remember this like one time, like I had this hamster. I've had like 12 hamsters in my lifetime, but there's this one time where I really felt like the hamster should roam free. I did not want it in its cage anymore. So one day I was like, run, Gandalf. His name was Gandalf. Run, Gandalf, be free. And the hamster like climbed out of its cage and like ran away somewhere in the house. And like 2 days later I found him in my stuffed animal. Gandalf was free for 2 days. He was free. Probably killed some orcs while he was out. I don't know. Did some Gandalf things. I actually have this video that I found of my sister and I on Christmas morning. My sister was probably 3 or 4 and I was 6 or 7. And she came running into my room to wake me up for Christmas morning. And like, I love my sleep, guys. I really love my sleep. So being woken up, no matter if it's Christmas, Easter, doesn't matter. I do not want to wake up. So she comes in the room and tries to wake me up, and I do not like it very much. She's very violent. Anyway, here it is.
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Hey, stop waking up. Hey, sister.
Jesse, we need to go. Hey, sister.
Sister.
Come on, Jess. We have to go see what happened last night.
I have to see
Okay, that's enough. That's
Be
enough.
gentle with your sister, Amanda. Hug and kiss her. Don't hit her.
Yeah, sorry for the quality. It's a really old video. I feel so old. Anyway, that's a few little stories of my childhood. I have so many more, so I'm sure somewhere along the line I'll make another video with some more crazy childhood stories, but that's it for now. Just some exciting news. I'll be having my dad do a video with me very soon. I'm thinking also to do my boyfriend's makeup. I thought that'd be so hilarious for you guys to see. I don't know, I just have I have so many ideas. Like, I love V-Time, but I also want to do other things as well. If you enjoy watching my videos, please like this video, share this video, tweet to me. I'll put my Twitter and my Instagram in the description. All of you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. All this positive feedback just keeps me going. I just passed 2K subscribers the other day, and it's just awesome because I only started this channel like 3 months ago, and like, it's just skyrocketed and it's great. You guys are awesome. Until next time, bye guys.